just want to show you guys a couple tips and tricks when analyzing the market and telling you you don't really have to trade right when the market opens. Let these stocks set up, present a pattern that you recognize and know, and capitalize on it. This morning on this, we had a push up to this 380s level, and you could see it double topped right here. There was an opportunity when it pulled back right here to 325, and then from 325 she went sideways like, and then U-shaped up to this high right here. And then after she double topped, she sold down hard. And then after she sold down hard, right at this level, this $3 level, she starts to go sideways. And you can see the selling starts to slow down on it, and it's declining and declining. So that's telling me all the sellers are gone, or majority of the sellers are gone. And sure enough, as you can see, this thing just starts to get momentum, keeping an eye on the times and sales, the level 2, and this thing, sure enough, will pop up to the VWAP. And if it can break through the VWAP, then we'll get a test maybe back at this high of 380. You could see when it starts to bottom out here at $3, keeping an eye on the bid, there's a lot of buyers at $3. So that's holding as support. And every time it gets slammed down to $3, it holds. I like to distinguish the big buyers and sellers from the rest of the crowd, the noise. So I'll have open an extra time in sales, only showing orders above 2,000. So I could see where the big money is. And you could see the buying volume starts to ramp up. And just like that, here comes the big buying into it. They're eating up the ask. And she's coming right up to this VWAP test. And this is all real time. It takes a while for these patterns and for these stocks to set up. It's all about patience and having discipline. Now, right now, why would I want to go off and chase and buy this when it's up to this 330 level? I can clearly see on the minute chart that this has just been going up and up and up the past 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. So why would I want to buy something up 30 cents when it can pull back on me 30 cents? And she's touching the VWAP right now. See how quickly they're eating up on the ask? And she starts to ease over the VWAP. I want to see strength. I want to see buying coming in on the times and sales right here. But she's up too much for me to buy. I would not want to chase this. You always got to, that's why I say trading psychology is 80% of trading. 80–90% of trading. You always want to think ahead and think in the past recently of people who are holding on to the stock, people who bought this right here and got stubborn and held on to it, and when it comes back up to this level, they're trying to sell and just break even. But we got a little micro pullback right here at this VWAP, so she really is testing this VWAP level right here. If she can consolidate at this VWAP, then surge over the VWAP, that's another good opportunity to go long. But you can also draw another trend line on this. It's forming a descending wedge. And you can see just like that, we got another pullback. See what I'm saying? Pulls right back to 310. So why would you buy up in this area, chasing it, knowing that this has just gone up the past 4 or 5 minutes? Let this pull back down to support. Draw your lines, your trend lines, your resistance lines, your support lines, and just, it's all about trusting your lines. That's what, at the end of the day, these charts conform to lines that you draw. You got to think other traders in the world are doing the exact same thing you are doing. But right there at the VWAP, if she was to consolidate right there at that VWAP and get tighter and tighter and tighter, and then surge over the VWAP, like I said, that could have been another potential for a long opportunity. But I want to wait for this to pull back down to support, and work her way back on up. Stocks are not immediately just going to break out and surge up. Sometimes it takes time. When it comes up to it, buyers accumulate and accumulate. It pulls back. You get more buyers into it, and it moves back up. More people add to their position and add to it, given strength. You're eating away all the buyers. And then, once all the sellers are gone, then she can move on up. You have to know your stock chart patterns. You have to, because you see these every day pretty much. It's like what Kunal says from Bulls on Wall Street. You chase, you die. And he's absolutely right. And I did it for the longest time, always chasing stocks. I would chase and I'd lose my butt off. And then I'd sell for a loss, only for it to have the stock come right back up to where I bought in and break out and go supernova parabolic, and I'm kicking myself in the butt because I chased it. So what you can see on this now that it's formed a base here at $3, this is starting to form higher lows. Higher lows show strength. And we got a resistance right here at the VWAP. So we got resistance here at the VWAP, and we got resistance where it double topped here at 380s with support here. And like I said, it's building higher lows. Looking at different time frames to see how it's all looking, and she's forming a U shape. That's what she's doing. You could see on the bigger time frames too, like the 3-minute, the selling volume was huge at the open, and then it just slowly declined. Fast forward it here a little bit. See, just like what I was saying with this. Draw a line on it. You got support there at 3. It's forming a descending wedge. You could get in either at the base here at 3, or wait for this to break out of this. And you could see all the buying starting to come in on this. A 14,900 buyer right there at 331. And you could see on the level too, when the market makers start to shift the ask and the bid, that's when you know a big move is about to start coming. See? And then we get a flush back down. So that's why it's important to see, if you spot weakness, go with your gut feeling. And she just went to prove that she just couldn't break above that resistance right here. And what'd she come down to? She fell right back down to this $3 level. So it's almost like a channel she's in. From 3 up to 340. And sure enough, look it. She bounced right off that $3 level, and she's starting to move her way right back on up to the VWAP. That's why I say draw your lines and trust in your lines. Why would you buy at resistance for it to come right back down on you? That's why every time you come up to these resistance lines up here, you see so much selling and selling and selling on the tape because everybody bought down here. And when it moves up to this level, they're all selling it for a profit. And they're selling it to the beginners and the newbies that don't know any better and are chasing the stock. See, and if you still have patience on this and see, the selling volume and the buying volume is still continuing to decline for the biggest move. And while this is setting up for this biggest move, either to the upside or downside, you could have been scalping this from 3 to 340. You've had opportunities right here to right here to up here, and as it's coming back down to this level, another opportunity. Same thing on the sell side if you're more short biased. When it comes up to resistance, sell it short. And here you go, you're getting a momentum push just like that, and this starts to break out and run. So let's go back and real quick and see this before it broke out. Another thing too, when a stock makes a big move or before it's about to make a big move, it'll get really, really quiet. And then out of nowhere, it'll just start going crazy. Then you got ORPN breaking out up here as well, from $1.60 up to $2.10, $2.15. One more time. You just start to, it just, like I said, it's real quiet, and then boom, there it comes. Here comes the momentum. 4,000, 6,000, 2,000. Look at all this momentum coming in. Buying momentum, 9,000, 3,900, 3,400. All these people chasing it. She gets a pullback, you're going to have people that are going to want to take profits. And this is the point where she's going to either break back up or she's just going to fail. Not enough buyers coming into it. And you got to think about the time of day as well. We're approaching 11 a.m. We're nearing lunch hours. And then here comes back in the buying. Looks like I'm having a little lag here on the level too, but this is hitting up to 362, but we're still seeing continuous buying here on the tape. There's a big seller right at this level. And you got everybody just taking their profits. And then you get a washout down. And then after that, she was pretty much done for the day. She had that push up. She did push up to 375, but then after that, she just sold off the rest of the day. And then after that day, it really didn't do anything, as you can see. Volume just left it. Used and abused it and moved on. That's why when trading penny stocks, pretty much every day is going to be a new ticker. So it's like I say, it's hard to make a watch list. You can put on your watch list the biggest percentage gainers from the night before, but odds are the next day something new is going to pop up, and that's what's going to attract the volume to it. And this is just going to fade off. But she did get a nice pullback on this. As you can see, old resistance here is now holding as support. You get in at the support, sell at the resistance. Alright, this broke out, and then it comes back down. Then you could get in right here. And then when it pops up to this new resistance, that's when you sell. So you got to look at this as its levels. Don't chase breakouts. Draw your levels and trust in your levels. So right now, this is at 340. Trusting in your levels, seeing that this was old resistance, and then if it breaks below this, it's going to fall back down to this level right here. And then as you see, this 320s was acting as support. It just got weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, and then she just finally broke through this 320 and come down to this $3 level, and actually blew through this $3 level and hit here at 286, and then she kept popping up to this $3 resistance right here, and right here. After it broke through this 320s, people were pretty much just, they're done with it. I'm out of here, moving on. 134,000 in volume, all selling. Get me out. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Until next time, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study. Study is the most important thing you can do. Learn from your mistakes and improve. All right, guys. Later. And just throw it out there real quick. I do have a Discord chat room. If you guys would like to join it, I have a link to the Discord chat room group, TradingLearning101, in the description down below this video. And in every single video, I have a link to the Discord group in the description. Through the week and during market hours, I love posting my ideas and stocks I'm looking at, and just showing you guys my thought process through the market hours of the trading day. And I have different categories in here because I love sharing what I know and what I've learned with others. So I have a news channel, stock halts channel, chart patterns. Whenever I post new videos, I'll post them in here. And if I find any great YouTube videos, I'll post them in here to share with you guys. Book recommendations. I'll share book recommendations. Favorite websites. I'll post all the favorite websites I like to use. Questions. And just go through the rules right here. It's free to join. Join it if you want. And if you're serious about growing and learning as a day trader, come join the Discord group Trading Learning 101. You guys can feel free to post whatever you guys want, ask questions. I'm always in the Discord group if ever you guys have any questions. So like I said, it's free to join, and all you gotta do is hit that link in the description and it'll take you right to me. But alright guys, later.